Quiet. I'm trying to deter the guests. Must a haunted mansion be so loud? Ridiculous. Oh, hi. Hello, guests. As you mortals say, hello. Such a strange word. Nonetheless, I decided that as you will not leave my threshold alone, we will refer to you as guests, perhaps for the rest of this hallowed season here. 31 days, they tell me, spooktacular. I must admit, I'm flattered that they let me be your resident leader, Mummy Rebel. So, what's a witch to do? Don't get cocky, though. My hallways are lined with the heads of my former guests. So, today we have some eensy-weensy little pumpkins, you know. I mean, if you can even see them, they're minuscule compared to the carriage size we grow here at the Haunted Mansion. But my little witch's cottage aside, these are the ones we chose. I had to stop Igor. He was driving me insane with his incessant questions about roundness and orangeness, just completely unrelated pumpkin things. So, these are the options we have for you. You will pick and we'll see your horrid fortunes. I mean, I hope they're horrid. I mean, not for you, of course, for the other pickers, as it were, the other Corents. That's the proper word my great-great-grand witch would want me to use. She was dreadful. Anyways, today, as you can see, we have a little bit of change, a little bit of the same, and we will see what the fortunes hold, because I hear a little birdie, caw, told me that a little kitty might have the tongue of your love. Ah, yes, the mortals have their chicken pox and their chicken pox parties, and the witches, well, we get stuck with the black cat snatching our tongues. Quite odd, those parties, all throwing us in little barrels together so the black cats can come and snatch our tongues at once. But then you don't have to do it as an adult. But apparently, the black cats have gotten you. Or your love. What is this no communication? Right. Oh, I hate that. Unless, of course, I've done a silencing spell, then I love it. Come to my course if you need to see how to do that, okay? That'll be this evening. So, we're going to see if we can make the tongue of your love wag right here, right now. We might have to convince a black cat they're tricksy, you know, but not at all dangerous, so let's not bring harm to our black cats this Halloween season. Black animals are not evil. Black creatures, people, beings are not evil. Take care of them and let them go about their business. Let them live their best life. And that's that on that. So, pick your options if you dare. And if you're going to, you know, snatch up my time, as it were, you better come correct and ready to hear all the hot tea that I will bring from my scolding cauldron. Igor, cut it! So you made it back to the witch's parlor here with me, Mummy Rebel. You didn't slide down the dangerous stairs or land in the dungeon, slip into the toxic moat of goo. Oh, lucky you. Today, as I said, we are going to talk to this little black cat and see what's got your love's tongue. What is up with this lack of communication? For those of you that chose this eensy-weensy little pumpkin number 1, we have the Skull of Stars reversed, infinite possibilities reversed. We have Siren, oh, I love them, of Air, Lilith, oh, she's great, oh, spectacular. We have a little black kitten who will keep their secrets for now. We have the Witch of Fire, Kirtwin. We have Owl, reverse, wise action and wise seeing, but reversed. The Oracle, seek wisdom and guidance from elders. I love when the cards talk about me, it's great. We have the Three of Water, the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles reversed, Karma, and the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your control intervene. Well, it seems like they have this cat by the snatch. not just by the tongue. Here, there's much intervening in this connection. The ancestors aren't happy. Karma is not in the favor. The sequence of planetary alignments and fate itself are deterred. Skull of Stars astrology is fighting against this connection. The wisdom of your higher selves is saying, it's telling you to seek this wisdom from elders, from the spirit world, from goddesses and deities and ancestors, and those are the very ones saying no, move along, keep it moving, don't do that, don't touch it, don't touch the cauldron when it's hot. But here you go, trying it. Oh, you're trying it today, still pursuing this connection and this communication. I don't know why, Black Cat. This is why Black Cats have to go out and do tricksy things. It's their duty, really. Mischievous, perhaps. Fun? Absolutely. Necessary? I think so. So, the advice here is so many owls, so many spirits watching. You think they don't see when you don't listen to them, but they see quite clearly, and they're marking it. They're marking it. That's why we have the Book of Karma here. You come into this situation with stacks against you, both of you, remembering things from the past, remembering things from past life. The eyes everywhere on this situation. Third parties from past lives holding you guys to crimes against each other, holding each other accountable for other parties being involved in the past. On and on it goes. This life, that life, does it even matter? Do you even know who's keeping score anymore? And this is why the ethers are so tired of this connection. Is it rebellious anymore? Is it really that exhilarating anymore? Is it really that, is it just tedious? Just tedious to maintain this connection? Are there other options that are better? These are the thoughts going through this person's mind. Don't come at me for it. You come to the witch's mansion, you take the hard truth. And I have to tell you, for all the passion and fiery push and pull of this connection, this fiery energy is never going to get Lilith to bow. And Lilith is never going to get this fiery person to stop touching the cauldron while it's hot. So basically, stubborn forces coming together saying, who cares about fate? Who cares about karma? Who cares about astrology? Who cares about common sense? And yet in this case, it's not working for you. Now, when that does work out, oh, I love a rebellion. I love a revolt. I might have stirred up a few, I won't give dates. But in this case, if it's not working, then it's whack. As whack as the zombies in the back Cabbage Patch. Like, whacked. Get it? Okay. So, the advice here is to move along, and this is the advice they're getting from their ancestors. There is interference on both sides. I'm seeing both of your ancestors saying, no. Okay? No. They're putting space between you guys. They're putting other people in your path, hoping that you'll take the hint and get another crush. All right? They are making strange little reasons why maybe your phone doesn't work. Maybe you forget to message that person. Maybe they lose your number. Strange things that are interfering to keep the connection from happening. All right? I feel as if they already knew this would be a problem coming into this lifetime. They're like, did we not give you palmistry that doesn't match each other's, astrology that's atrocious for each other? Do we not give you temperaments this time that would completely deter you from being with this person? And yet here you go. Once again, la-di frickin' da. So, they're very frustrated with this situation, and they're telling you to listen for once to their wisdom. Listen to proper oracles. Because changing the oracle to an answer you like, reshuffling your cards for those of you who deal the hands of fate to yourself, will not change the true nature of the relationship. It'll just give you fluff before you're pushed off the cliff. Okay, let's turn here and see what the Black Cat holds. Catalyst. And here we see you again being pushed. Luna, she may seem a bit ominous at first, but don't worry. She is truly here to help us. Oh, sounds like me again. She is the catalyst. She is the kitty form of the Philosopher's Stone, the magical alchemy that metaphorically turns lead into gold. She might shake things up like a crazy thunderstorm, but the sky will be so much clearer afterward. She is the maven of breakthroughs and revelations. When Luna crosses your path, you might feel a shiver. A cat after my own heart. But do not be afraid. That is only the first sign of a miraculous shift. A shift indeed. There is much shit to shift in this situation, and the advice is to walk your path away from this person, away from this connection, moving forward. Now, how long they will hold you in this fist of fate, I cannot say for your particular situation. Inquiries, personal inquiries. See my accountant. But yes, he's a great accountant. Monsters are excellent accountants. They don't care for money, so it's a win-win for me. Anyways, for now, this is one of the strongest fist of fuck no I could give you. This connection is being held by the jugular, by fates and all spirit beings, and that is a big reason why there is no communication at this time. So that is what I see for you. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you dare, and I dare you. See you another night. Bye-bye. Here you are again, cozy in my parlor, as if you were invited here or something. I don't understand it, but still, we'll read your fortune. Don't mind the spiders. So as you come into my parlor for your reading, I hear the geese. Yes, geese outside. You didn't hear? Geese, yes. Always a sign of partnerships and cozy connections. And here I see your cards: love, true love, and fidelity. We have our black cat, which will let keep their secrets for now. We have green man: the forces of nature favor you. Ghost, regret. Two of earth, hell. The sweet sound. Two of pentacles reversed. Four of fire reversed. Nine of water reversed. Four of cups. Nine of air reversed. Werewolf, exploring wildness. So, what has got your love's tongue? Why is there no communication in this situation? Do the ethers support it? I do feel support for the coming together of you two, at least to certain degrees. This person has a heart of gold, as it were, but will they bestow it on you? This person is exploring their different sides, all right? We have the wildness coming out, the werewolf. They have to follow their emotions. They're led by their emotions and the moon. They could have moon in the signs of Leo, Aries, Scorpio, Sagittarius, 9th, 8th house, 1st house. They're just so impulsive. But they love the idea of love and romance. For your connection, they feel this sense of regret, and it's haunting between you guys. Perhaps there's regrets on both sides as the Two of Pentacles goes up, and then it's reversed, up and reversed. And the Hall of Judgment here, who is right? Are you both just living in a hell of your own making? I'm sure we've all been there before. So, we have the Four of Wands reversed, going to the water but not taking a drink. Nine of Cups reversed, because is that what we want? Or do they want a slurpy brain freeze like you mortals like? Strange. And yet here they are drinking their slurpy brain freeze, the green cauldron goo kind. That would be best. And they've drained their cauldrons and they're disappointed. Even the cat cries. For the mischief. The mischief. After the mischief comes the sadness. In this person, they've suffered so much sadness here. But it's as if they were to communicate, they would be as loud as the banshee. So they have to hold on to it. They have to push that down, shove it down a well, make it be quiet. I was thinking of this one time I stole a hearse, but we won't talk about that now. But silence is sometimes necessary, let's just say. So, what advice can Mummy Rebel give you here? The advice is that this person needs time to explore themselves. They need time to come to their regrets, their choices, their decisions on their own. They need time to weigh the pros and cons, the cons and pros. They need time to see what it's like to be alone. Some of them, they're just love machines, rather, and 'tis the season. I mean, what is better than a spooky season to get you cozy and warm with someone else? And so they are trying to decide who will be with them on their coffin couch. You know, simple things in life. And they're not sure what they want besides love. Yes, love, that pumping organ in their chest, just leading them forward, trying to find who best serves them. Perhaps who they can best serve. The forces of nature are favoring this. Their instinct is to connect with you. Their instinct is to be drawn towards you, to make this happen, but they keep turning down the opportunity. They keep deciding that it's better to not try again, and I do feel like it is again, than to get shut down. They have two sides to every coin, two sides to every emotion they show you, two sides to every message between the lines. Can smote them. What did you mean between the lines? They're still trying to figure out. Do you regret when you've hurt them? When you stuck the thorn into that big, pulsing, nature-loving heart of theirs? How will you react to the raw intensity of their emotions, of their true confessions? Can you take it? Many haven't been able to, and yet many have tried to take it at their will. And this is somebody who's very much in their own will of things. As much as they're led by their heart, they can pause just enough. It is the werewolf, right? The man within the wolf together. Pause just enough to see, is this what they want? Does it merge? Do you fit their environment? They can be very much swayed by their environment, and they might not be in an environment they like currently. And until they feel at home with themselves, free to be themselves, it's hard for them to communicate because there is some stuff they need to dredge up. Again, the full moon is what brings out the werewolf. Will you judge them for the things that they've done while they're away, the things they've done when they went to play? Do you feel that is your right to conquer them and dictate who they are, what their desires and impulses, their orientations are? These are all things that this wild person thinks about, and they're weighing their pros and cons. Very much how a wild alley cat will weigh if they want to come and trust you, not to snatch them from the streets. Let's see what the black cat has to say to you. Focus. This is Artemis. She is a master hunter. She can focus her attention like a laser beam. She has crystal clear vision and razor sharp hearing. She even has an extra antenna that can pick up on subtle clues. Can we just appreciate how well this lines up? Oh, great. Good job, Black Cats. Love it. She observes everything, knows how to be invisible, and leaps out at the perfect moment. We often have a zillion ideas floating in our minds. We are multitasking machines. When Artemis shows up, it's time to pick one thing to hone in and quell distractions. How will we ever catch that mouse if we don't focus on it, letting everything else fade into the background for a moment? So this person has other goals within themselves they have to focus on. Security, survival, knowing who they are, reclaiming themselves after a bad job, after being in school, after being in another relationship. And until they can get all of that focused and feel in their environment, in their element, it's hard for them to turn their attention fully to hunt you. But will they? I think so. Try to focus in the moment with them and be a part of the hunting experience when they do connect. Leave the past to be the past. Eventually, you guys are people of big heart. This person certainly is. It will come out, it'll be discussed. But if that is always the wedge between you, it may never get off the ground. This person does not want another thorn in the heart. That is what I'm seeing for you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Yes, if you dare. Do you think you can hang? Then subscribe. And I'll talk to you again on another one. Oh, you made it down the hallway without being swallowed up into our vicious carpet, did you? Great job, George. So I'm so excited, so thrilled to do your reading. Yes, so there's many black cats been in and out my door like they own the place. Like, fix something while you're at it. The door still squeaks. Actually, that's part of the charm. I just want it louder. So here we go. Here we go to see why has the cat taken time out of its busy schedule? A black cat nonetheless. They're so busy, so much mischief, so much magic to handle. Why did they take the time to snatch the tongue of your love? Or this person? Perhaps you don't love them. Perhaps you're just sprung, as they call it. Sprung like that door. So we're going to take a look. For those of you that poked or choked or chose, whatever you did to this pumpkin. Number 3, we have trick or treat, mischief, and play. What did I say? Mischief. Here we have the satyr, revelry, and indulgence. I've known a satyr or two in my time. Take Mummy Rebel's word for it. Okay, the raven, reversed. Darkness looms on the horizon, or does it? Reversed. Scrying, reversed. Intuition. Death, la Santa Muerte. We have Queen of Swords, the man, 8 of Fire, 7 of Wands, and 4 of Water, Leaf. So, these are your cards. Somebody thinks someone's a player. Yes, this is like when your siblings take you off to the graveyard and tell you to hide behind the gargoyle, and suddenly it's 3 days later and you're still there. Yes, very much like that. Who's playing whom? Who's playing count the minutes, count the hours, count the days until you text back? Trick or treat. You guys are full of both. A little bit of treat for a whole lot of tricks. And is the treat even that sweet or delicious? I wonder. This person seems rather impulsive, rather sporadic, rather chastened into their passions, okay? Definitely not chaste. This is somebody who is defensive and cut off from others, doesn't feel the need to explain themselves. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Gemini. This person is very much thinking about when they're going to get what they want, and they want many things, and they want them now. They want to explore. It's their life. You can't tell them how to live it. And just when you think they will learn their lesson and snap will go the mousetrap, here they go, being caught up by a crow instead. There goes the little mouse, but then the mouse escapes somehow, sprouts wings, and runs back to its mouse friends to tell all the details of their latest exploits and how they survived all of the turmoil and all of the curses you cast at them. Or perhaps that's just me. But the point is, this person doesn't learn their lessons because it doesn't seem to be in their path to do so. They're out here living life. They're carnal. They're hedonistic. They're doing what they want, doing what the fuck they want even. And it doesn't catch up to them because that's not their path so far. Their path is to be explosive, to explode as many volcanoes as they want, to be out here and live their life. After all, it's trick-or-treat season. You're the one who answered your door. So it's hard to read for this person. It's hard to scry because one thing will tell you this, the other will tell you that, this and that, this and that. They're mischievous, they're tricksters. And frankly, they were bored. We see the energy of Mars here. When they're bored, off they go. They close the doors, they slam the doors. Here we are again talking about these doors, and off they go. They hate to be bored. They loathe for boredom. And so they will just continue to move. They will cut someone off like a motherfucker. The axe, okay? They have no problem with it. If someone tells them what to do, if you encroach in their space, if you think you know what is best for them or ownership to them, they have no tolerance for it. They have ego, they have bite, they have fiery temperament, passion, and anger, and they will show them. Now, if you can play nice and you follow their rules, they'll let you come into their pumpkin patch and turn every single one of them into jack-o'-lanterns of mischief. And they do have mischievous guides and ancestors who help them along. Perhaps they have a Sagittarius North Node, an Aries North Node. They're meant to go and get into some trouble. Okay? For a few of you, this will be reversed, and this is how they see you. If you're highly fiery, if you're highly yang or masculine energy, as they call it, I guess, in your realm, yes, they have their doubts. They've got questions, okay? And they're not really in the mood to sit around with questionable things. But for the most part, we see Santa Muerte here. She will guide and bless everybody alike quite often, because the idea is to live life before you come to her. And this is what this person is doing. It might not fit your path, your morals, your rules, what you dictate. But for them, this is what life is. Go out there and live. And sometimes you cannot look at somebody and say they are unfulfilled, they are shallow, they are this or that, because they do their relationships differently. I mean, after all, I still have several of my husbands under the stairs, so whatever makes us happy. Let's see what the cat says. Black cat. Purification. Meet Calico, the maven of purification. She shows up in our life when it is time to let go of everything that no longer serves us. Long ago, she used to be a sad little kitty and believed that that was just who she was. When she realized that sadness was not her at all, but a heavy cloak she had been wearing for much too long, she let the cloak drop off of her shoulders and felt light as air, like a witch on a broom, I guess. Now she is simply pure being. What old beliefs, stagnant energy, or unhealthy habits can you toss to the wind in order to set yourself free? So instead of being frustrated, enraged like an ogre when you poke them with your hot cauldron stick, perhaps think about how you could take this person's lead and be free yourself. Free yourself. That's your answer. Please like, share, subscribe if you dare, and comment if you're feeling real nasty. I'm just kidding. Watch it. I'll come for you. See you on another one. Bye-bye. Here we are again. The fog's rolling in, the mist gathering. Me exhausted. So dramatically exhausted from all of these treacherous mortal readings. And we have yet to reveal your scandal. Why have the black cats snatched the tongue from your beloved? Why are they not contacting? Why? I sound like the poltergeist in the tower, but it's true, so dramatic. Let me help you, since you're here in my chair, drinking my potion. We have the veil, the future. Winds of change, your surroundings will undergo transition. We have here this gray cat, Gret, perhaps, masquerading as a black cat. Here with this black mushroom, black flower. They're really trying. They're trying. And we have the serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. Eternal love. Love is love is love. So it is. And it transcends physical death. Four of air, Newt, Ace of water, Knight of Pentacles reversed, the High Priestess reversed, Oshun reversed, Hermit Baba Yaga reversed. So what is going on in this connection? This is when this person is having much revealed to them. The winds are blowing, moving the veil, showing them things from beyond. They're starting to awaken from things that were beyond the ether. Some of them didn't know that they could have love or connect to somebody in this way, and yet they're seeing this purity and connection. Here we have a dolphin on the Ace of Water. There could be Pisces, there could be Cancer, Scorpios as well. We also have Gemini energy, Libra, and Aquarius. All right. We have some Virgos, and perhaps Taurus or Capricorn. Strong Virgo for the earth. So what do we have here? This person has gone from not believing that they're capable of being loved or to love to wanting to pick out graves. I mean, couples only sections. Wonderful. Really, truly romantic. I tell everybody, look, first date, if you don't want to pick out graves together, why are you hitting me up? Why? I have spell books to fill out, grimoires to pass down, cauldrons to stir. Don't waste my time with that shit. And here, this person is starting to see that being in their cauldron, sorry, Igor's opened the door to the dungeon. You can hear his torture mechanisms, can you not? Silence. He'll finish shortly. So, here you can see that they are outgrowing their lonely cauldron. They're wanting to get out of this solitary vibe. They're trying to discover what that looks like, but it doesn't feel so sexy to them. It doesn't feel, just passionate. It doesn't feel zaza for them. It might be a different age of life. Maybe it doesn't feel how it did when they were younger. Perhaps they're coming out of another relationship. Something feels different. This real love stuff doesn't feel as la-di-da as it felt before, as they thought it would feel. Sometimes when you're really casting a spell, pulling that magic from within you is more bitten lip and beads of sweat than it is exhilaration, until you learn to get it right. And this person is learning what it takes to truly weave a home of love. And it's exhausting to them. It's exhausting to them to stay open, to stay, calling in what they want, to stay showing their true self. So they're trying to do it in subversive ways and teach themselves slowly, bit by bit, energy filled by energy filled, how to be open to the right kind of person, the right kind of people, the right kind of love. It's very slow work. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Very slow work. It's counterintuitive for them. They have to stop themselves every time they think of doing things one way and say, no, that's what I used to do when I blocked love. Let me do something different. I'm changing now. I've seen the error of my ways. There's a new way to be. This is, Eve after she bit the apple. Learning wisdom. So that's why Lilith wanted to be on top. Shout out to Lilith. So, this person maybe is learning new types of relationships, cross cultures, cross genders. Love is love is love. And so they are trying new things and they're out of their element. And so they pull away. They pull away the way a snake pulls into themselves, nonetheless potent, nonetheless yearning and desiring, but because they have to figure out how to uncork themselves in doses they can stand. So if you come with this big show of affection, lighthearted and frolicking, it's a lot for them to keep up with. They don't know what to do with all that. They don't know how to answer all this small talk. It might just piss them off. They feel frustrated. The cat's got their tongue. They can't trust their natural impulses. They feel they have to go back to the drawing board. They have to go back into that meditative state of, this is what it is to love. Make sure to respond accordingly. So it takes them a long time. It takes them watching and learning. They want to respond in ways that you would approve of. They want to respond in ways that will get the results that they want and not just react to everything, because their natural reactions are quite self-destructive and they don't work. not for the type of relationship that they currently want to have. So this person's doing a lot of work behind the scenes that does not seem like work, okay? This person could be Year of the Snake or connected to snakes in some way. There's strong Scorpio here as well, if I have not said. So let's talk to this little gray kitty that's trying so hard to be a black cat and see what messages they have. Road less traveled, I told you. Meet Silvio Silvermaw. You won't find him on the well-worn paths of habit and normalcy. However, if you brush away the spider webs and circle the giant trees, you will find Silvio wandering down a path with no paw prints. The road less traveled is often obscured by errant wildflowers and ferns, but if you look for it with an open mind, you will see its peculiar winding way. Turn off the main road and try something new. New hobby, new belief, a new way of doing something, a new perspective on a familiar situation. If you usually go right, experiment with going left. And that's what this person is doing. They're trying to learn to be more emotionally intelligent. They're trying to learn to be more future-minded in their responses to things, to not just go for the sexy heartbreak time and see that as their cycles, and to not just go for the boring, let's just get together because it makes common sense in a practical way and we can pay bills together. They want something more interesting than a mundane human existence. It says love transcends physical death. They're not thinking so much about past lives. They're thinking about future lives. Will we make vows that we won't even break after the grave? Will they? This person could be having spiritual awakenings themselves. So, I would say do not doubt their heart, do not doubt their spirit or mind. They have to learn how to come forward and show these things in their own time. And that concludes the treachery of these mortal love readings. Faint not. You've survived another night of frights and scares. Tomorrow night, will you be there? Like, share, subscribe if you dare, and comment if you're feeling really brave. I'll talk to you again. Goodbye from Mummy Rebel, aka Bohemia of Bohemian Stars and Ocean Hearts, or in the 31 spooktacular days, Bohemia. Good night.